In this episode of I Tried It, I'm going to test this side hustle that claims that you can make $10 every 2 minutes using ChatGPT, a free money-making tool. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to talk about the process. We're going to talk about if this will even work for you. And at the end of the video, we're going to talk about 5 real ways that you can make money online potentially today. So make sure you watch this entire video to learn if this method works and some better opportunities. Hi, my name is Alston Godbolt with alstongodbolt.com. I create content to actually help you make money online and not just to put money into my own pockets. And if you want to be added to this globe, simply reply or comment down below with your city, state, province, country, and I'll get you pinned. All right, so as I mentioned in this video, we're going to take a look at this side hustle. Again, it says that you can earn $10 every 2 minutes using ChatGPT. We're going to talk about the traffic source. We're going to compare it to some other websites to see if this even makes sense for you. And like I said, we're going to take a look at some other opportunities. Basically, in this video, they tell you that you're going to use a website called studypool.com to answer questions. And in this process, you have to apply to become a tutor, and you are going to use ChatGPT, which is an AI writing software. It's the latest one on the market, as you can see here on the screen. It's the newest kid on the block, and it's supposed to be more advanced. Now with ChatGPT, you enter in a question, it will spit out an answer from events as early or as recent as 2021. Anything after that, it will get a little confused. So basically what you're going to do, go over to, like I mentioned, studypool.com, and you are going to apply. It takes about 20 to 30 minutes. They're going to ask you a bunch of questions, and I actually use ChatGPT to answer these questions to get up and running. But before I tell you my results, if this even works for you, let's take a look at a website called SimilarWeb. SimilarWeb is a website that gives you some statistics so that you can see, and this is really important when you are looking at these different side hustles. The side hustles sound great, but if you look at the analytics and the numbers behind it, it might not make a whole lot of sense. So if we take a look at studypool.com and SimilarWeb, you can see that they get 3.3 million visits per month, which sounds like a lot. Their pages per visit, 4.41 pages per visit, and usually a customer or a viewer will stay on there for about 5 minutes. If we scroll down, you can see that the primary traffic is United States, which is good, Kenya, India, Philippines, Pakistan. If we keep scrolling here, you can see some basic information. So not terrible, okay? However, if we compare that to Chegg, which is basically the same thing, they get 42.6 million visits per month. Most people will stay on there for about 6.43 pages, and they will stay 10 minutes. So it's almost double the pages and definitely double the length of time that they stay on the site. So these are important things to understand when you are jumping into these side hustles. Also, quite honestly, if you don't know what you're talking about when tutoring or giving advice, you should probably stay away from it. One of the problems that I have, or one of the concerns that I have, when people just use ChatGPT, they just type in something and then they copy and paste it somewhere else. They don't even know if they are giving off the correct information. So it's very important that if you are going to tutor somebody, you want to make sure that you are tutoring people in an area that you have at least some foundational knowledge. Because if you don't know if the information is correct, you could be just putting in junk, getting bad answers out, and then giving somebody who is looking for help bad answers. In the original video, the person says, just take the question. For example, if we said like, what is React? If someone was asking a question over on Studypool, for example, what is React in JavaScript? Now I know what React is. It's a framework that coders and programmers use to help build websites to make them look pretty. And so if you don't know that, you just go with this answer, it could be incorrect. React's an open source JavaScript library for building user interfaces. So that's correct. But one of the concerns when it comes to using ChatGPT blindly is that if you don't know what you're talking about, you could be giving somebody that's looking for help some bad information. Okay, so very important, if you are just going to blindly use ChatGPT, you could be setting yourself and somebody else up for disaster. Now, I went through and I spent about, like I said, 20 to 35 minutes answering the questions and filling out the applications. Normally, the process is within 24 hours or within a day or so, you're going to hear an answer. Now, another problem that we run into, if we take a look at my application, it says, thank you for applying to be a tutor. Due to recent excess in tutor applications, your application will be pending approval at this time. We will follow up when there's more demand for tutors. So, unfortunately, this doesn't work. And it doesn't work not so much that you can't answer questions. It doesn't work that this method has been probably posted on YouTube multiple times and across multiple platforms. And so now it's oversaturated. Okay. So if you're thinking about trying this method, don't bother, because too many people have already applied. They're sifting through. Most likely, they probably have twice as many people that applied than the number of people that are already tutors. Because again, if you look at these numbers, if 3.3 million people total are coming to this platform and they only have 50 employees, they probably have maybe 10,000 people actually answering questions. And they saw this, and multiple people have seen this side hustle over on YouTube and other places. They probably have 10,000 applications, many of which they don't need, because there's not a lot of people, relatively speaking, not a lot of people actually needing the help on this site. Your better option is to go over to a website like Chegg and apply. An even better option, which we'll talk about in just a moment, is looking for gigs. These gigs on Fiverr and other freelancing sites are going to enable you to actually make money by completing tasks. The other thing with this website study pool is that there's no guarantee that even if you answer questions that you are going to actually get paid for it. Okay, it's very, very possible that your answer is rejected. It's very possible that someone else answers the question better than you. And so just because there is a claim out there that you can just make $10 in 38 seconds isn't always the truth. And that's the purpose of these videos. It's not to call anybody out. It's simply to take a look at the realness behind it, the likelihood of it happening. So this is the actual website for studypool.com. And in just a moment, I'm going to talk about some 5 ways that I actually use ChatGPT to help my business. But if we scroll down here, you can see here that there is more to the story. Okay, so if you were looking to try this study pool method, it will not work for you, as you saw, because they've been inundated with applications, so much so that they don't know what to do. They've kind of just shut it down for now. Now let's talk about some real ways that I have used ChatGPT and some ways that you can use it. Now, one of the best ways that I've used ChatGPT just last night was I asked ChatGPT to write an affiliate disclosure like this. And the cool thing is ChatGPT will come up with a pretty good affiliate disclosure. And you can take this affiliate disclosure, and to be honest with you, all affiliates should have a disclosure like this on their website or somewhere that's visible. You can take this affiliate disclosure and you can plug it right into your blog, your website, your YouTube channel. Really simple. That's pretty cool and pretty easy. So this is one way that I use it. Another great way that I use it, and you can actually make money from this, is write a Facebook ad. So we could say write a Facebook ad copy for we'll say for starting a YouTube channel. Now, again, when it comes to using the AI software, this should not be your only resort. You should use this as a catalyst to help you write better. Okay? Don't just take this and paste it somewhere. Read through it, make sure it makes sense, and really apply it and massage it. Okay? Don't just think that this is the only step. This should be a first step. This should maybe even be a second step. The first step should be thinking of brainstorming of what you want to talk about, what you want to cover, and then put it into ChatGPT, analyze it, and then massage it, change it, and then implement it. Another thing that you can do over on Fiverr, people are looking up business names and slogans. So you could come to ChatGPT and we could say, create business slogan for men's shoe store. All right. Now it's going to come up with a couple business slogans, and you could take these slogans and you could plug them right into Fiverr. Now, will this make you $1 million in the next 3 days? Of course not. But this could help you with some inspiration. Another thing that you can do, and I made a list of them, is you could have YouTube script outlines. So we could say, create a YouTube script outline for dog training tips. Okay, so we can do that, and that's going to come up with an outline. Now you should be filling this in yourself. Again, you don't want to use ChatGPT as your catalyst. Now, one thing that you can do is you can, and what I've did is I jumped over to a keyword research tool called Ahrefs. It is a paid tool that it will give us some ideas. And what I did is I kind of sifted through, and I found a few different things that you could do. That you could actually use ChatGPT to help you write a better description for your Fiverr gigs. So one of the most important things with Fiverr is you want to get people's attention. So if we look up in Fiverr and we can say something like Facebook ad copy like this, you want to make sure that you have an engaging headline here, and we could use ChatGPT to do that. So we could say write headline for Fiverr Facebook ad copy gig, and it should come up with a couple of headlines. Another thing that you can do is you can actually come out and let's see, we'll go back over to Fiverr and we can do something like domain name like this, and then we can go get domain name ideas. And these are all low level, low competition, low difficulty. Now you're not going to come up with, you're not going to make $1 million with this. You probably will struggle to get $1,000 with this, but this is going to help you make money. People ask me all the time, how can I make money quick? How can I make money fast? These are the only ways to do active services. So we could come back over to ChatGPT. So look at all of these different headlines here. One way that I use it is I could say create engaging, create a blog post title for keto cooking on a budget. And titles are very important. As you can see here, eating keto on a budget, delicious and affordable recipes for the whole family. These are usually not bad. And the other thing that we can do is we can come up with domain names. So again, people ask me all the time, one of the most received comments is, how can I use ChatGPT to make money fast? You are going to have to do active work over on Fiverr, Upwork, people per hour. We can say, write 10 domain names for men's shoe store. Men's shoe store. Now, I don't know why today men's shoes are on my mind, but that's what we're talking about. Look at mensshoe.co, and then we can come over to a website like domain name generator or domain name search, instant domain search, and then we can plug these in to see if they are taken. So we're going to copy this. We're going to put it in just like that. It looks like it's taken, but then it also gives us some suggestions. What you can do is go back and forth, find one that is not taken. And look at this, sharpfootwear.com, pretty good name. And we can make $5 or $10 coming up with some domain names. This is how you are going to actively make money. This is how you can use ChatGPT for free to make some money. I've seen people over on TikTok come up with lyrics for songs. There are a bunch of ways to do it. Oh, another way that I use it is to write YouTube descriptions for Bluehost versus GoDaddy. And it'll come up with a quick description. These are different ways that you can use ChatGPT. Now, again, you want to make sure that you are massaging it and making sure that it is compliant. Now, one thing that you can do too is you could say, one thing that I really like is we could actually have it write email. We could say write 5 email welcome sequence, like that, and it's going to come up with a 5 email welcome sequence. And that's a thing that you could do over on Fiverr. Now, if you're starting an affiliate marketing business, you could actually use this to help you get started with your writing. You could put that right into your autoresponder. But if we look at this, go through the writing and description. So like I said, business names and slogans. We could really just, product descriptions actually work really well. If the product is already on the internet, if the product is not on the internet, you're going to struggle with it. And I'll give you an example of one that is and one that isn't. But this is the right way to use ChatGPT. It's not to just throw in something and get something back and just post it on the internet. You want to make sure that you are massaging it and that you are actually using it as a tool and not a crutch to create all of your content. But you can see here, this is coming up with a 5-page. Now, I would want to make sure that I give it more information than just write a 5 email welcome sequence, but you can see it does that as well. What you can do, go look through writing and translation. I wonder, can it translate? Let's see if we can translate. No, this is on the fly. So we could say, translate hi, which is ni hao or ni hao ma. I took Chinese in high school. Translate hi to Chinese, and it should be Mandarin Chinese. Translate hi to Chinese. Hi in Chinese is ni hao, so that's correct. And the actual thing is correct. So we potentially, and again, you don't want to just rely on this, we potentially could look at translating as well. That's a pretty cool thing. Now that you know that this process, earn $10 every 2 minutes, is not going to work currently, click the first link in the description for your free affiliate marketing planner. That planner will help you plan and organize your online business so that you can make more money online. Click the first link in the description or go to alstongodbolt.com/start. Watch this video next because YouTube says it will help you grow your online business.